What's up, weirdos? What's going on, guys? What's happening? A little bit of a red day on Bitcoin. So Bitcoin's kind of coming down to retest this level here, right at about $117,425. Testing that level. If we fail, like I've been saying this for a couple days now, guys, we could theoretically come all the way back down and retest the old all-time high at about $111,765. As you can see, it was the previous all-time high. We never did retest it as support. So it is possible. Is it mandatory? No. I could see something like this happen, right? I could see us closing around the range we are right now. I could see us coming down, maybe up the next day. I could see us doing this over the weekend and then retesting before taking off. I could see that kind of happening here, right? Nice little shakeout, make people think we're going back down. You'll start to see a lot of people who don't know what the hell they're talking about say we're collapsing back down. You'll probably start hearing numbers like 98K or something like that, right? And then we'll go in the opposite direction and we'll go to 125, break through 125 and work our way up, right? It's probably what's going to happen next. So yeah, that's kind of what I see going on here, man. That's what I see going on. We got a super chat to start the day. Mermoa, what's up, man? What's up? Where's Bo? Much love, brother Rob. I feel like Swift is going to explode soon. What are your thoughts? Well, Swift coin. Let's have a looky-loo at Swift coin, shall we? Let's go have a look at Swift. Yeah, Swift is getting close, man. It looks like instead of a bull pennant, it looks like it's trying to build a bull flag. Either way, we're in a very, very bullish structure. And of course, my phone starts ringing as soon as I go live, right? But I digress, guys. Looks like Swift is building a bull flag right now. This is going to be one hell of a run, guys, on Swift. I see us making our next leg up. Resistance right around here, around 1 cent 8. That's going to be fantastic. Nice move to the upside. So yeah, that's kind of what I see on Swift. It's going to happen soon, probably next week. I'm going to say next week. I think for the weekend here, we're going to just kind of be a little red and sideways, right? Which is perfect, right? That way, maybe, who knows, maybe Sunday for the third Sunday in a row, maybe we go on another crazy run on Sunday, followed by a red Monday, and then up again for the rest of the week. Or maybe we just are red for the weekend, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we start exploding. Either way, next week, set to be another good week, guys. All of our altcoins are primed for another leg up. This is going to be glorious. Strawberry Dragons, thank you so much. Last night, Patreon's specifical was amazing. Thank you, Rob, for bringing so much knowledge and support. Yes, Max and Rule both had a fantastic time, as well as myself, guys. I hope you guys like the special guests. We're going to be doing the special Patreon live stream with Rule and Max every single Thursday, guys, at the same time, 7:30 p.m. Central. Yeah, last night's topic mostly revolved around XRP, the past, present, and future. We looked at some charts as well. We looked at some metrics for when this bull run is going to end. You guys don't want to miss this stuff, man. You're getting all of the best alpha out there, right? In terms of price predictions, deep research, all that stuff. Next week, right now, we're looking at, Max said that he wanted to cover, the potential ROI essentially in distressed projects. So basically, like projects that are really, really beaten up, and have not seen a pump yet. Something like Pith, for example, is a perfect example of that, right? He wants to point out a lot of good DCA opportunities or entry points on projects that are going to run really, really high to the upside, but have been kind of beaten down so far and never had their leg up. So that's going to be very, very good for, I don't know, maybe potential swing trades and stuff like that, right? And the micro cap gem that we have been in accumulation mode on the Patreon, you guys know what it is. We will be doing a deep dive into that project as well. So you're not going to want to miss any of that. There she is, Gamma Goddess. Happy open mic Friday night. Let's get this money. Yes, it's also open mic weekend over on the Patreon as well, guys. Holy smokes. We are just bringing it to another level over on the Patreon. Thursday night collaborations, open mic weekends. What is going to be next? Guys, if you're not on the Patreon, I don't know what you're doing with your life, man. It's less than a cup of coffee a day, guys. Less than a cup of coffee a day. For swing trades, micro cap gems, daily altcoin picks, collaborations with special guests, and so much more. I can't believe it if you're not over there. I cannot believe it. I try, but I can't, right? All right, let's get into the chat a little bit. David, hello to all my Patreon family. Hope all is good. Hey, Rob, nice move by Zebek. Yes, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Zebek up 9% on the day. It's crazy, isn't it? Isn't it crazy how Zebek runs opposite Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin's kind of red today, and Zebek pamping. Zebek is pamping. Let's get rid of some of this. We fell outside of the bull flag here and then right back into it again. Yeah, look at that. We lost support and then came back up inside. So we are still in a bull flag here on Zebek, guys. The break is going to come. It's going to smash above resistance here. 2042. And, I mean, we could catch more resistance at 2046. Either way, it is primed for another leg to the upside, guys. Absolutely. William, good to see you, man. Good to see you, my friend. Beebs in the house. H. Barbarina in the house. Ty, good to see you, man. Jake the Snake, I see you, buddy. Take heed for Roberto's live feed. There you go. Ramona. Jake, you're a king, not a poet. There you go. Good to see you, Ramona. Good to see you. KD, what's up, weirdos? Motivation Daily, what's going on? Anonymous, alt's gonna follow Bitcoin, and that makes me very bullish. That's what I like to hear. Easy, yo, what's good, fam? Happy Friday. J Money in the house. We got Bulbasaur. Donald Pump making things happen for the algorithm. I appreciate it, man. Guys, make sure you're hitting the like and subscribe to the channel. Helps the channel grow. Costs you absolutely nothing. Niente, zero. It is absolutely free to go ahead and do that. So why wouldn't you go with the HBO special and hook a brother up, right? Strawberry Dragons, happy Friday, Future Weirdo fan. Paul, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Crypto J505, what's going on, man? Quentin, my dude, what's happening? JD Beats, what's up, Rob and fam? TGIF, absolutely, man. Let's get those likes up, guys. We got 194 people watching, and we have 71 likes. Let's get it to 200, guys. 200 is the goal. That's the plan. Let's make it happen. Jared, I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. And I'm about to lose my mind, and I think I like it. I had to do all I had to do was be patient and be part of the Patreon. Rob's the GOAT. Thank you so much, brother. Yo, Mars in the house. What's going on, Joy? Happy Friday, Patreon family. Encourage somebody. Think Trump will announce 0% capital gains tax on crypto just to be sure U.S. does become. I don't think that they're going to let him make zero capital gains tax. I could see it dropped down, though. Like, if you were to tell me, like, somewhere between 10 to 20% capital gains tax, I could see that happening. I can't see zero, though. I mean, hell, if I wish, right? 100% I would be moving to the States. 100% zero capital gains tax. Sign me up, man. Sign me up. Tizzy, what's going on, man? Trizzy's in the house. I love what we have in our community. Absolutely, our community's the best. Full stop, man. Trizzy, can you check out W? I suppose I could do that for you. W. DW. Right. I think I looked at W yesterday, didn't I? All right, so I mean, you broke above resistance, right? You are right now. Go to your local high. Yeah, I looked at this yesterday. I'm almost positive I did. You're sitting right at your 618 for resistance is where you project it off. You're probably going to find support at your 50 fib at 8 cents 48. Little bit of consolidation probably over the weekend in that range, so that would be a good reaccumulation phase. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing here. It's kind of what I'm seeing here. Question from a Patreon member. What do you think of Casper and where do you see it this bull run? I am bullish on Casper. I do like Casper. I don't think it's going to quite. Let me have a look at it here. Yeah, I do hold Casper. I am bullish on Casper, but they really, yeah, your head and shoulders played out. You drop down here. You've kind of found support. You're working your way up. Now you're back at resistance in this range. You're in an accumulation range here, obviously, right? Right here. You're building some support here. You're in an accumulation. You're probably going to come back down again. Something like this. You're rejecting off the top. You're probably going to come back down again. I think your third touch, you're going to break out of here. I like to see 3 points of contact before a breakout, right? So you're probably going to come back down maybe for some more accumulation in this range and then a break to the upside, right? On Casper. As for where it's going to go this bull run, I don't think it's going to get to $1 personally. I know that a lot of Casper fans are calling for $1, but here's the thing. $1 for these kinds of projects is such a strong psychological level that it usually doesn't quite get there, right? All-time high was $1.33. However, they did take quite a few hits in this bear market. I believe they sold Casper Labs to another company. There was a lot of FUD about a year and a half ago. The project survived, but I could see 60 to 75 cents is probably where I would draw the line for Casper. So, Mike, Jasmy's trading in what range and how long do you think it will before? Jasmy's been what? I don't understand sometimes when people ask me stuff like that. Jasmy, when do I think Jasmy's going to break out? Jasmy literally broke out. Jasmy's been breaking out for a little while now. Look at this. Jasmy already broke out, right? If you've been in a descending channel here for quite a long time, right? Been in this descending channel, you broke out to the upside already. You're already breaking out for Jasmy. But you are facing resistance right now, which is not a surprise given Bitcoin is having a little bit of a correction. So I mean, you are sitting right at you're falling back down below your 618 right now. You tried to get above it. You try to hold above it. You're not holding above it. Again, just like Wormhole, you're probably going to come back down to around your 50 fib, around a 1 cent 5858, and you're probably going to catch support right about there, right? So that's what I'm thinking for a little bit of accumulation, maybe over the weekend again, and then next week we'll have another leg up. That's kind of what I'm watching for on Jasmy. What do we got? We got some more super chats. Jake the Snake, Ramona, Dane to suggest I cannot be both. Nice. Big Bono, what's up, buddy? Can you see if Fartcoin is in a cup and handle, please? Which time frame are you looking at? Let me know which time frame. I'll go have a look at it, but is Fartcoin even on here? Oh. Yeah, it is. Let me know which time frame you're looking at. Is it the daily? You've got a cup, but you don't got no. You got a double bottom playing out here for sure on the daily time frame. I don't see a cup and handle right now though. Not on the daily, not on the 8-hour, maybe the weekly. No, I do not see a cup and handle playing out right now on Farcoin, but I do see a bit of a double bottom going on here though, right? I do see that. So you could have a very nice move to the upside on a double bottom. Bringing you to... Oh, that's a crooked line if I ever saw one. Bringing you probably up around $2.09. I could see something like that taking place here on Fartcoin. What else do we got? Where was I? Easy. Okay, just gotta find where I was here, guys. Sorry. Joy, what's going on? Yo Mars, what's happening, man? Jared says, I'm excited. Okay, so I read that stuff already. Where am I here? Okay, special. Damn autocorrect. Yes. Jake the Snake says, like and sub, or we'll stop hitting Gary and start hitting you. There you go. Green tea. We got Squirtle in the house. Paul, good to see you, my friend. Awesome Patreon last night, Rob. Thank you. Things are getting exciting. Absolutely. Rob Stradamus. Let's go. Absolutely, man. CK Future. What do we got? I've reached my goal yesterday. 10 million natives. Wish me luck. Nice. Congratulations on that, my friend. Ramona stepping in with the 7 herbs and spices. She says, I was here waiting, but had to take a call, and you started without me. I hate working. I want altcoins to moon. So it's pretty soon. Pretty soon, Ramona. It's going to be glorious. It's going to be glorious. I can't wait to see everybody's euphoria in the chat over on the Patreon and stuff. Donald, pump my bags and pump Rob's algorithm. Exactly. Yes, guys, 250 people watching, 90 likes. Let's get to 200, guys. Let's get to 200. We can do it. Like Ice Cube says, put your back into it. Gamecast. I'm not going to ask you to chart Nadix again, but am I wrong to think Nadix will be around another 2029 because of partnerships? I mean, yes and no. Nadix is going to do good in the next cycle for sure, as long as they continue doing what they're doing. But that doesn't mean they're not going to have a phenomenal return this time around as well, right? So if you're wondering if you might want to keep maybe a 10 to 15% moon bag or something, as long as you can afford to ride it back down to the bottom again, then I would say, by all means, my friend, by all means, right? Amazing Coins. Hey, Rob and Weirdo Family finally got 2 days off and done the graveyards. Now I can watch a lot. Nice. It's awesome to have you back, man. It's awesome to have you back. Oh, House, I held that $1,100. I held that $1,100 all week. I think I will be spending that dry powder this weekend. Yeah, if we see a little bit more red, Zebek's still climbing. It's up 10% now. It's so funny how Zebek does that, right? Nando, good afternoon, Rob, my guy. What's up, man? Could you take a quick peek at Moonwell? Why does people ask me to look at Moonwell's chart every single day like it's going to be dramatically different or something? I think that's the 3rd day in a row I've pulled up the Moonwell chart. Still reaching for that 382, climbing very nicely though. Don't be surprised to see a bit of a bull pennant get put in here over the weekend before we make our leg up to the 382 around 5 cents too, which is going to be a great move. That's going to be big, guys. Guys, you don't even understand. We're just getting started here. For those of you who are looking at it right now and you're excited, you have no idea how bullish things are about to get. Like, no idea, right? This is nothing. This is nothing. Let's go look at Ethereum first. I want to show you something. Okay, look at Ethereum right now. See the top of this golden pocket here? That's Ethereum. Once it breaks through there, Ethereum is going into price discovery mode. That's the all-time high right there, right? Once Ethereum goes into price discovery mode, altcoins are going to go freaking nuts. Okay, you have no idea what's about to happen. We're just waiting on Ethereum to do that, and altcoins are going to continue melting their way upwards until then. But if we go and we look at Bitcoin dominance, you know, look at it. Oh, let's get rid of the M2 here. Look at it. Look at the Bitcoin dominance plummeting, right? You have to have Bitcoin dominance still has to fall all the way down into this box. Will it get to 50%? I think it probably will get at least really, really close to this box, but look how much further it has to fall still before altcoin season. We're not in altcoin season right now, guys. We're just starting to head towards altcoin season, right? That's what I'm saying. You have no idea. Wait until your favorite projects are pumping hundreds of percentages every single day, right? Like, ah, man, it's going to be glorious. We've been waiting so long for this. Look at the total too, altcoin market cap pumping like crazy. You'll love to see it, guys. You'll love to see it. What's the Russell doing? Yeah, Russell's still in a bullish structure, waiting for the Russell to break out to the upside as well. So everything looks so good, guys. So good. Ramona says, hit those likes. Yes, exactly. What are you doing with your life? Hit the likes buttons, guys. Help a brother out. What do we got? Kizza, what's happening, man? Hey, Rob, on holiday in the beautiful part of the world, but still watching. My guy, thank you so much for being here, brother. Thank you so much. Oh, House Casper is a friendly ghost. The friendliest ghost around. There you go, man. Thank you for the analysis. No problem, no problem. Donald Pump, crazy. This is an actual crypto name. I know, right? The names these degens come up with. Absolutely. It's in a toilet bowl and handle. One day, brother. One day. Fart coin for the win. Carlos. I already did TA on Swiftcoin. You're going to have to go back and watch. Over the Top's in the house. Jay's in the house. What do you think about Pump Fun Coin? I don't really know too much about it, Jay, to be honest with you. I have not bothered looking into it, man. Ducks in my pond. Slapping me with the 7 herbs and spices. What's going on, my friend? Is there a CME gap at 114K from last week's pump? Yes, there is. If so, maybe BTC fills it. Sorry if you already discussed this. I have been golfing a lot lately. Hey, that's a good thing though, man. That's a good thing, right? And yes, there is, because we pumped on a Sunday, but that doesn't necessarily mean we have to fill it anytime soon. They're not 100%, but you're absolutely right. We could come down and fill it, but we won't be able to fill it on the weekend, right? We can fill it today because it's Friday, but we cannot fill it tomorrow or Sunday. If we do go down to that level, it will not fill that CME gap because, again, it's a weekend, right? So we need it to happen on a weekday. So it actually would be best if it happened today, right? If we just saw like a big dip down to fill it and then right back up again, that would be perfect. But we can't do it on the weekend. So that's the downside to that. A guy, what's up, man? We love Ramona. Absolutely we do. Absolutely we do. Ramona, the alts are waiting on you to tell them what to do. Ari, what's going on? Good to see you. Good to see you. Glad you made it home safe. Ray, what's happening, buddy? The hardest thing I've learned is to keep my emotions in check. As a beginner, I realized that this is really important. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much, my friend. When is Zebek going to Robinhood? Good question. Good question, man. A guy, Mr. T, about to come out and sign some greatness. Absolutely. The X Belts. Hola, Roberto. Curious if you had any new thoughts on Mask Network. I actually am doing a lot of looking into Mask right now on the side, so I will be talking about Mask probably in the near future. Babes, I'm excited for what's to come. Absolutely, man. Jared, if we all do song quotes, we could get Rob to sing the whole live. Yes, you probably could. You could. I feel manipulated, right? Patience is in play. Absolutely, man. Guys, what do we have? 268 viewers, and we have 112 likes. Let's get it, guys. Let's get it up to 200 likes. We can do it. We're caught up in the chat. Let's get into the news, guys. Let's see what's going on in the wide world of crypto, shall we? All right, first thing I wanted to show you guys is, check it out, guys. The searches on crypto from retail is spiking. Have not seen these levels since last November. So searches on Google Trends for crypto and Bitcoin are starting to climb. That's what you want to see, guys. That's what you want to see. And also, another sign that we could be headed up really, really quickly here is, look at all of this short leverage, guys. A spike up to $125,000 would liquidate $4.09 billion worth of shorts, right? So we could see a short squeeze take place here, guys. The shorts have been piling on like crazy. The longs, not so much. If we dip down to 114 to fill the CME gap, only 1.51 billion will be liquidated. So, I mean, don't be shocked to see like a little boop, a little move to the downside to liquidate these little bit of longs here, and then wham, all the way up to 125K, liquidating and destroying $4 billion worth of shorts. Don't be shocked to see that play out, guys. Do not be shocked. And that's going to be super fantastic. Easy, what's going on, man? Stare at Miria and stop talking. Why are you talking so much, man? Absolutely. Jay says, if the Patreon picks hit targets before alt season, do you think they'll run again? Of course they'll run again. Of course, yes, absolutely they will. ESA Styles, hey brother, I really want to join you, but I need a bit more info. What is it that you need to know, my friend? Let me know. Honestly, man, ESA Styles, it's less than a cup of coffee a day, man, right? And just so you know, just last week we finished off, we put in a swing trade, we made a 40% return on that. That return alone would have paid for your Patreon membership probably for a couple of years, right? We're doing swing trades over there. We actually have an open swing trade going on right now over there. I don't know what else to tell you, man. We're flipping it and making money constantly. Daily altcoin picks. Jay, if the Patreon pick hits the targets, I already read that. No, they will run again. Yes, if they hit our targets beforehand, then yes, they will. They'll dip, but they'll run again after that. But for me personally, like probably what I'm going to do over on the Patreon is as our Patreon picks start to hit our price targets, I will start to roll profits into other projects that haven't pumped yet. I'm probably not going to go back to the same well. I'm not going to worry about another 20, 30% over here where I can get another 80% over here, right? So that's what we're going to be doing over there. So okay, what else do we have? Let's get into a couple of clips and give my. Do you give a list of what we can hold? And also, I like to do futures and would love to hold. I love to hold as well. Yeah, we do some swing trades over there. Like I said, I don't personally encourage people to do leverage trading over there because there's just too many new people in crypto, and I don't want to see people get wrecked. But I can help you, or we can chat one-on-one about that kind of stuff if that's what you want. And yes, we have an entire list of Patreon altcoin picks, and I do daily altcoin picks videos over on the Patreon as well. So Kevin XRP forged a path. Zebek lights the way. Amen to that, man. I agree 100% with that, Kevin. 100%. Check this out, guys. Fox Business. 3 new landmark pieces of legislation.
Mara is a leading energy and infrastructure company deploying digital energy tech and is one of the largest Bitcoin mining companies in the world. It's also the second largest publicly traded Bitcoin holder with 50,000 Bitcoin as of July 3rd. Joining me now is Mara's CEO, Fred Thiel. Fred, you are heading to the White House right after our interview this morning to be with President Trump while he signs the Genius Act into law. Talk to us about the impact of all of this tomorrow.
Showing the U.S. taking a leadership position globally around issues like stablecoins. Stablecoins are very important to get regulated because they provide a 24/7 set of rails that allow money to move globally in regulated fashion between countries, between companies, between banks. And if you look at the overall Bitcoin market, for example, the ability for funds to move on and off exchanges via stable coins will mean there'll be even more volume available to trade Bitcoin outside of banking and exchange hours. So I'm very bullish about the impact of this on Bitcoin and on the broader crypto market. I think the Genius Act is going to be very helpful for providing trust around stablecoins. I think as we move to the Clarity Act, that will then provide market structure, which is very important around what types of assets are deemed securities, what are commodities, what tokens are which. It's very important that there's clarity so that regulators have a much easier time regulating and companies can innovate.
Guys, if you had told me these bills were going to be passing and stuff like that 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I would have said you're tripping, man. I would have said you're tripping. But here we are. Batman but poor, where have you been, my friend? Been a while, but still holding on to my crypto. There you go. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. Guys, we have 282 people watching. We have 120 likes. Let's get to 200. Do me that favor, guys. Expert, Bitcoin hitting 150K is inevitable. Here is when. A prominent crypto analyst has told Crypto News that it is inevitable. Bitcoin will hit $150,000 and revealed when the historic milestone might be reached. Copper's head of research, Fadi, says Bitcoin recent return to all-time highs has been primarily driven by institutional investors, with leverage-driven retail mania fading into history. He believes Bitcoin appears primed for another significant leg upwards based on a slew of key metrics, but argues that from a data perspective, the world's biggest cryptocurrency isn't exhibiting anything outside normal parameters. However, he thinks the absence of a trigger-happy, shiny button-pressing retail traders, that's one way to label them, does mean that BTC's price movement might be a little different from past bull markets and may now follow a more tempered path. Earlier this year, Copper released research that suggested Bitcoin would begin an overheat between $140,000 and $200,000 range, which could prompt traders to take profits off the table and begin scaling back their positions. And in the absence of everyday consumers, purchasing activity across exchange-traded funds has played a key role in propelling this cryptocurrency higher. According to Copper, ETFs have hoovered up more than 165,000 Bitcoin in the past 100 days. He says maintaining this momentum could prove crucial if Bitcoin is to remain the price discovery mode. It will. Retail's not even started to come in yet. Copper anticipates such a surge which would cap off 60% rise since January, would indeed cause overheating to emerge. The speed with which Bitcoin hits $150,000 is also set to depend on whether the market successfully absorbs resistance at $125 and $130,000. So we got to smash 125. That's the key, right? That is the key. In this view, the arrival of institutional capital may mean we're beginning to move away from its traditional 4-year cycles. We're not moving away from 4-year cycles either. That's BS. So he doesn't say when. Looking for when he thinks it's going to happen. He says he's going to say when. He doesn't say when. We're going to hit 125,000 in my opinion, guys, probably next week. I've showed you guys the shorts that have built up over $4 billion in shorts up to 125K. We got to smash through that 125 to 130K range. Once we do that, guys, I think we're going to smash 125 this month. We'll probably smash through 100, probably before the end of February. I could see us at around $150,000, right? Little bit of a correction through September. Then we'll probably top somewhere between 180, maybe $200,000 in November, end of October, maybe mid-November. That's what I see playing out personally. Ramona, if we don't get to 200 likes, altcoin season is canceled. Just saying, yeah, guys, absolutely. Just saying, she's absolutely right. 275 people here, 133 likes. It's like you guys don't want altcoin season, right? If you don't hit the likes, it's science, guys. It's science, right? It's not me. I don't make the rules, right? I just live by them. Nice cap. Yes, Scotland. Absolutely. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. We reached our goal. We haven't reached our goal in a long time. Fantastic. Let's start another one. Super fantastic. All right. Let's keep this party going. Let's go over to Squawk Box. What's happening over there today? Former Cleveland Fed president, unhelpful to have President Trump trying to pressure the Fed. Is it?
Joining us now, Loretta Mester, former Cleveland Fed president, now Wharton School adjunct, full professor of finance and CNBC contributor. Loretta, great to see you.
Great to see you, Melissa.
So now FHFA is investigating Chair Powell because of overruns and the renovations of the Fed Reserve building. I'm just wondering, Loretta, how you assess this whole sort of campaign of pressure on Jerome Powell and the beauty contest, which seems to be unfolding between Hassett, Warsh, and Waller for the job.
Yeah. Well, it isn't helpful to have the president be so aggressively antagonistic, trying to pressure the Fed. It's not unprecedented that a president has views on monetary policy. We've seen that over time. But I think what's different about this time is that it's been pretty persistent and unrelenting. That will not change how the Fed goes about making its decisions on monetary policy. They're going to do the same kind of evaluations of the risks to the outlook, what the modal outlook is, what they believe policy should be doing to achieve the dual mandate goals. And that kind of analysis and looking at the data coming in is going to guide their decisions. But it certainly is a distraction, and it complicates the process of monetary policy because we're all talking about it. The markets are skeptical about, will the Fed be basing its decisions on the data and the analysis, or whether, the president's comments are going to basically influence policy. And so the Fed has to spend more time making sure that market participants and the public understand that they're going to be doing the analysis that's needed to guide monetary policy using their best judgment about where the economy is going and the risks around the outlook. So it complicates the process, but it doesn't change the decision-making calculus.
Well, that's the worry, though, Loretta. Not that it.
Exactly.
Not that he's you're not going to be able to cajole the Fed into lowering rates, but it could change their decision if they had data that would actually induce them to lower rates it might change their ability to lower the rates. And it's sort of the opposite of what the president wants. That's what people might be worried about at this point. It does change their behavior because they're not in a position now to lower rates.
No,
Joe,
so I heard Roger Ferguson earlier on the program, and I guess I would disagree a little bit with what his view is. I agree totally that it does complicate things because it does bring up that appearance issue. But it's not going to change how they do their decision making, even though they're going to have to then go out and really explain, which they should be doing anyway.
So suddenly, if suddenly they thought it was a good time to lower, you think they'd lower now? I can't imagine that they'd lower now.
Yeah.
Really?
No, they would, because they would have a good explanation of why it's appropriate to do it. So they're going to use the analysis and the type of calculus to actually do the evaluation. That's the best way, right? If they maintain their ability to look at markets, look at what's going on in the economy, use the data, do the evaluation, and then make the appropriate decision. That's the best way they can support an independent institution. So, they're going to play a long game, which is they have to do the analysis and do the evaluations that Congress has asked them to do and charged them to do, and make their decisions based on that, and then make sure that they're going out and explaining to the public and to the legislators and to the administration and to everyone in the markets why they made the decisions they made. So that is kind of how the process is going to work. But I totally agree with you and with Roger and with others who this does raise a concern about how the Fed is going to go about its work, and that is not helpful. That complicates things in a way that isn't helpful for the economy and isn't helpful for the Fed and isn't helpful for the American public.
I don't know. I see nothing wrong with him applying pressure to the Fed. I mean, it's not new. It's not new for a president to be criticizing the Fed for what they're doing. And honestly, at the end of the day, I'm getting a little tired of people pretending that the Federal Reserve right now is not politicized, because it 100% is. There still has been an absolute and utter failure to explain how, when inflation and the economy last year was way worse, he got a 100 basis point rate cut to the Democrats. But now that inflation is way better, the economy's way better, they refuse. It's politicized, 100%, right? What do we got? What do we got here? A couple more super chats to get into. Ghetto Born, thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Jay, don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're not already. Let's get Rob the Goat to 14,000 subs. Yes. What are we at right now? We are at 13,918 subs. We got a little ways to go. 82 more subs to go, guys. So yes, if you're watching, hit the sub button, hit the like button, help us out. Ghetto Born, I have 6.5 million tokens of our secret Patreon gem. Am I not bullish enough? By the way, love the collab the other day. Yeah, that's absolutely a fantastic bag. Me personally, I'm gonna hold. My original goal was like 25 million coins, but I'll probably end up with like 50 million or something like that, to be honest with you. The risk and reward's just way too good. Way too good. Ramona, she's terrified the Fed is going away. Yeah. Absolutely. I agree 100%. Donald Pump, am I still hitting the gym? My friend, you know it, man. Right, lately I've been doing a lot of running lately, though, on my treadmill. I got a Peloton treadmill, and I've been using that 3 times a day, running 3 to 5 miles a day, roughly. So I'm trying to drop down and weight a little bit. I'm getting old, and being a 275-pound bodybuilder is just becoming too much for my joints and my bones. So I gotta start slimming down. I gotta get lean muscle instead of bulk now. So stop the powerlifting. You know what I'm saying? 5 trillion altcoin season pending as total 2 market cap hits $1.5 trillion, baby. Capital rotation from Bitcoin to altcoins continues, with the total 2 market cap, excluding Bitcoin, tagging $1.5 trillion on Friday. This level is the higher time frame resistance, which was last tested January of 2025. While the markets could stall at this range, the long-term trajectory remains prime for a breakout above $1.5 trillion, eyeing an all-time high market cap of $1.72 trillion. If total 2 closes the monthly candle above $1.51 trillion, it would be the highest positive close for the altcoin index in history. Let's mark that right now so that we have it saved. I'll come back to the article in a second, but let's mark that level right now on the total 2 so we don't lose it. Right? Okay, so if it breaks, it says 5 trillion. Why is it 3.78 here on total 2? Yeah. Maybe it's a typo over there. Must be a typo over there. Yeah. Yeah, it's never been higher. We're at an all-time high. They must have meant 3. They must have meant 3. We're at an all-time high right now, man. Yeah. As I zoom out. Yeah. We're at an all-time high right now on TradingView. So let's go, baby. Let's go. Wait, I might be on the wrong thing. Hang on. Total 2. That's why I was on the wrong. There we go. There we go. Yes, that's better. So we got to close above. They said 1.51 trillion. Okay, so let's mark that. 1.51. To 1.51. Boom, right there. So this, we're going to make this line, let's make it red. There. Once we cross that red line, we have to close above there. That will be the highest, according to that article, daily close. Or did they say weekly? I think they said weekly close. Weekly close. So very, very bullish, guys. We're going to keep that on the chart. So we'll keep an eye on it. We'll watch it. Let's go back over. Cointelegraph recently reported that Binance's USDT/USDC balances reached a new high of $31 billion in June 2025, underlining sidelined capital. The wave of liquidity has continued to flow as centralized exchanges like Binance and HTX recorded sharp spikes in stablecoin inflows, receiving 895 million and 819 million this week. This shift reflects continued interest in Bitcoin and potentially deeper accumulation phases for high beta altcoins. Fantastic, guys. Fantastic. We're seeing inflows of stable coins on July 16th, over 2 billion worth of stable coins, primarily Tether, were deposited into major derivatives platforms, suggesting a significant uptick in leveraged appetite among sophisticated. So risk on asset, that's what that means, guys. Risk on assets. People are flowing back in. Stable coins are going up in market cap. Absolutely fantastic. The broader altcoin market cap, excluding Ethereum, remains in the early stages of what many analysts believe could be a historic alt season, currently valued at roughly $1 trillion. One market commentator suggested the total altcoin market cap could climb as high as $5 trillion. That would be 400% return. Absolutely fantastic, guys. Supporting the early stage narrative, the altcoin season index highlights that while the 30-day indicator has recently crossed the 75 threshold, signaling earlier capital rotation into altcoins, the 60-day index remains subdued. So we still have a lot of road ahead of us to the upside. If we go actually and have a look at it, see, we're still We are still at a 47, guys. We're still at a 47. Look at this. Boom. Look at that spike up in December. Before that, though, 2022, we had this run. Little altcoin mania. But we're not even close. We got to get back up over 75 to get into altcoin season. So absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Altcoin season. Let's go for the month. See, we're at an 82 on the monthly, right? So on the monthly time frame, we're in altcoin season at an 82. But you go down to the higher time frames and you're not, right? Look at the yearly, we're still at a 29, right? So, yeah. And overall, we're at a 47. Crazy, man, crazy. Okay, what else do we have? We got another one here from Squawk Box. Let's get into it. Gotta wrap things up soon here. Ghetto Born, could you look at SUI? Where will it go next? I don't think you're going to get too much more than a 2x out of SUI in this cycle, my friend. But I will look at SUI as soon as I'm done this piece here. Blockchain Association CEO, crypto bills will help make the U.S. a crypto capital of the world.
President Trump is set to sign the Genius Act into law later today. The crypto legislation passed the House with bipartisan support, along with two other pieces of crypto legislation. Joining us now, Summer Mersinger, CEO of the Blockchain Association. She previously served as a commissioner at the CFTC, nominated by former President Biden, and she will be at the bill signing at the White House this afternoon. Summer, great to have you with us.
Thanks for having me on the show.
Three pieces of legislation. The Genius Act really moved the markets. I'm wondering, Summer, how you envision stable coins and that industry evolving now that there will be regulatory guardrails that are necessary in order to guide the growth of the industry.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you'll just continue to see this industry grow. The guardrails provide the customer protections that were needed to ensure that those who want to be invested in this space have the protections in place that they need. And really what we're seeing is the dollar dominance with stablecoins that will continue. And we're going to fulfill the president's wish of making the United States the crypto capital of the world.
Yeah, baby.
I'm curious, Summer, as to how you think this fits into the traditional banking landscape, insofar as having more stable coins will enable people to do cross-border money transfers more easily and more quickly, payment settlement to vendors much more quickly and cheaply. And obviously that takes away from the bank's role in this. The Bank of America, the Citigroup, as well as the JP Morgan CEO all spoke about how their businesses could face some disruption in the long term from stablecoins.
I see stablecoins as a bridge to traditional finance. I think it's only going to make financial services more accessible, more convenient, and those are all good things for the financial industry. So I really see this as a technology that's going to be well integrated into our current financial system and really take us into the next century with financial services.
How do you see this industry evolving? And in recent months, we've had reports about, for instance, Amazon and Walmart creating their own stable coins for use. Are we going to live in a land where we're going to have companies operating with their own stable coins? And how much interoperability will there be, do you think?
I think that just demonstrates the excitement around the technology that underlines these assets. There's a lot of opportunity, not just with stablecoins, but with blockchain technology generally. So I think what we're seeing is, commercial interest in the technology, in the tokens, and it just it represents how exciting this technology is for the economy.
If you sort of take a step back, for instance, we're focused on stablecoins, but does this pave the way for other things on the blockchain, other steps, in, I don't know, more contracts, more transactions, whatever it may be? How do you look at this as a first step?
Yeah, absolutely. We're seeing more and more activities in the economy go on the blockchain. There's a lot of efficiencies. There's a lot of, record keeping that wouldn't exist, but within the blockchain, these are immutable records. And, so we're going to continue to see that part of the industry grow. I represent over 130 companies, and many of them are doing really amazing things using blockchain technology.
What are some of the latest amazing things that we should be looking for, Summer? And I'm wondering how these companies now, think about their future with the passage of these 3 key pieces of legislation in the crypto community.
Yeah, the idea is having some certainty so they can continue to innovate and grow. You don't want to invest in technology that you fear the regulators will come in and shut down. So having some clarity, having some certainty will really help these industries continue to do the amazing things. And we're seeing blockchain technology used in everything from cellular phone service to topography services. So there's a ton of applications for the technology, and having that regulatory clarity is really key to ensure that the innovation can continue here in the United States.
This is a massive step forward, guys, a massive step forward for crypto. Like, you're living history right now and you don't even know it. SUI probably going to correct down to your 50 fib minimum at $3.53. If that does not hold, very possible you come down to your 382 around $3.10, somewhere in that range. You could hold support around $3.38 though. But you are definitely going to come down a little bit. You've got a double top playing out here, as you can see. You got a double top happening. So SUI is going to see a correction, in my opinion. So if you're looking for some DCA opportunities, might not be too bad of an opportunity. So, yeah. All right, guys, I got to eat lunch, and then I have a mentorship coaching call to do over on the Patreon. If you want to book yourself into some coaching calls, guys, get over there, get the help and guidance that you need to succeed in this space. Let's get you educated. Let's get you equipped with the proper tools to succeed, to get out of this market with your profits intact. The link is down below in the description. It's in the pinned comments. It's in the comment section as well. Yeah, we got daily altcoin picks, microcap gems. We are currently in a swing trade. We closed one swing trade the other day, made a 40% return on that. We're in another one right now that's opened up. You're not going to want to miss out on our swing trades, guys. It's a great way to make some extra dry powder. We got passive income opportunities and so much more. Check it out, guys. Thousands of members, 8 different chat rooms, buzzing 24/7. The link is down below. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless.